Hey everybody, it's Avantika, and today we're diving deep into the fascinating world of caffeine. Now many of you know that caffeine can provide that much-needed boost, whether you're tackling a demanding workday or pushing through an intense workout. But here's the thing, a staggering number of people are using it incorrectly, leading to unwanted side effects like anxiety, heart palpitations, and even addiction. But don't worry, there's good news. By understanding the science behind caffeine and how it interacts with your brain and body, you can harness its power effectively while sidestepping those nasty downsides. In this video, we're going to unlock the secrets to using caffeine the right way, so you can experience its full potential without compromising your health and well-being. We're going to be joined by the brilliant mind of Dr. Andrew Huberman, a neuroscientist who has dedicated over 2 decades to unraveling the mysteries of the human brain. He's going to break down the science behind caffeine's effects in a way that's easy to understand and apply to your daily life. So, grab your favorite beverage, sit back, and get ready to discover the right way to boost your brain and body with caffeine. Let's talk about the connection between caffeine and that laser-sharp focus we all crave. You know that feeling when you're completely absorbed in a task, your mind is clear, and you're operating at peak efficiency? Well, caffeine can be a powerful tool to help you access that state more easily. But how does it actually work? The secret lies in caffeine's ability to interact with a neurotransmitter called adenosine. Adenosine is like the sleep pressure chemical in your brain. As adenosine levels rise throughout the day, you start feeling tired and your cognitive function slows down. Caffeine steps in as a clever imposter, binding to adenosine receptors and preventing adenosine from doing its job. Imagine adenosine as a key trying to fit into a lock, the receptor. Caffeine swoops in and blocks that lock, preventing the key from turning. This blockage is what gives you that surge of alertness and focus. With adenosine out of the way, your brain can fire on all cylinders, allowing you to concentrate better, process information more efficiently, and power through those mentally demanding tasks. But remember, timing is everything when it comes to caffeine consumption. We'll delve into the optimal times to enjoy your caffeine and how to avoid those dreaded afternoon crashes later on. Now let's shift gears from the brain to the body and explore how caffeine can enhance your physical performance. Whether you're a seasoned athlete or just starting your fitness journey, caffeine can be a valuable tool to help you push your limits and achieve your fitness goals. One of the key ways caffeine boosts physical performance is by increasing your endurance. Think about those grueling workouts where you're pushing yourself to the max. Caffeine acts like a secret weapon, allowing you to train harder and longer before hitting that wall of fatigue. This endurance boost is partly due to caffeine's ability to enhance muscle contraction and delay the depletion of glycogen, your muscle's primary energy source. But that's not all. Caffeine also primes your body for intense physical activity by stimulating the release of adrenaline, your fight or flight hormone. Adrenaline increases your heart rate, blood flow, and the delivery of oxygen to your muscles, preparing you to tackle any physical challenge that comes your way. However, it's crucial to remember that more caffeine doesn't always equal better performance. We'll discuss the optimal dosage for maximizing your workouts and how to avoid potential side effects later in the video. Chapter 3. Andrew Huberman's insights on caffeine's benefits. Now let's tap into the expertise of Dr. Andrew Huberman, who has spent years studying the intricate workings of the brain and its response to caffeine. Dr. Huberman highlights 4 key benefits of caffeine that are backed by scientific research. First, caffeine acts as a reinforcing agent. This means that it triggers the release of dopamine, a neurotransmitter associated with pleasure and reward. This dopamine release is one of the reasons why we find caffeine so enjoyable and often crave it, especially in the morning. Second, caffeine improves our ability to think. It enhances cognitive function including attention, focus, and working memory. This is why many people rely on caffeine to power through mentally demanding tasks, from studying for exams to writing important reports. Third, as we discussed earlier, caffeine blocks adenosine, the hormone that makes us feel sleepy. By blocking adenosine receptors, caffeine promotes wakefulness and alertness, making us feel more energized and ready to tackle the day. Finally, Dr. Huberman points out that caffeine can even enhance our mood and reduce feelings of fatigue. This is because caffeine can increase the production of other neurotransmitters, such as serotonin and norepinephrine, which play a role in regulating mood, motivation, and energy levels. Chapter 4. Caffeine and Hair Loss, Separating Fact from Fiction. Now, let's address a topic that's often surrounded by misinformation: caffeine and hair loss. You might have heard claims that caffeine can help combat hair loss, and there's actually some scientific evidence to support this notion. Caffeine can potentially fight hair loss in two main ways: by drinking it, and by applying caffeine ointment to your scalp. When you consume caffeine, it enters your bloodstream and can reach your hair follicles, potentially stimulating hair growth. Topical caffeine, on the other hand, is thought to work by counteracting the effects of dihydrotestosterone, DHT, a hormone linked to hair loss. However, it's important to note that the research on caffeine's effects on hair loss is still ongoing, and more studies are needed to confirm its effectiveness and determine the optimal dosage and application methods. Dr. Huberman advises caution when it comes to using caffeine for hair loss. He recommends consulting with a dermatologist or healthcare professional before incorporating caffeine into your hair care routine, especially if you're considering topical caffeine products. It's also crucial to start with a low dose and gradually increase it, as excessive caffeine use can have adverse effects. Optimize your caffeine intake for peak performance. So there you have it, a deep dive into the world of caffeine, its effects on your brain and body, and how to use it effectively. Remember, caffeine is a powerful tool, but like any tool, it's essential to understand how to use it correctly to reap its benefits without experiencing any downsides. Pay attention to your body's response to caffeine. Start with a low dose and gradually increase it until you find the sweet spot that provides the desired effects without causing any jitters, anxiety, or sleep disturbances. And remember, timing is crucial. Avoid caffeine late in the day to prevent it from interfering with your sleep. By following these guidelines and being mindful of your caffeine intake, you can harness the power of this natural stimulant to enhance your focus, boost your physical performance, and optimize your overall well-being. Until next time, this is Avantika, encouraging you to explore, experiment, and unlock your full potential.